Her ability to tell stories of teenage love in a way that any listener can relate to. Claire, next on the Chris Top program.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there wasn't that a back in 1970. What didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee.
Oh, no.
I forgot to do it again with an ocean view. I got to remember, like when I turn the volume up, I got to remember to turn it down.
I thought I goofed because I started putting my phone and...
No, see, I'm trying to get used to like playing as much audio as I can for Facebook Live, and I always forget to turn the volume back down. That's why it goes... That was a good impression.
That was really good. That sounded like a lightsaber. I have to give a shout out today.
Okay.
So, I would like to give a shout out to Boots Brannon. She's, I call her Granny. She's been struggling with some health issues, so I just want to say, keep her in her prayers.
Big shout out to Boots, and make sure you do keep her in your prayers if that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. We've got Camber in the chat. I'm guessing Camber like heard me maybe on Facebook.
She heard you.
Yeah, so reach out to me because I'm trying to line up and I'm trying to book interviews for CMA Fest. But we'll talk more about that some other time.
Mm-hmm. It's hard not to talk about the CMA Fest.
It is so hard. It's
like,
so difficult.
Talk about the CMA Fest.
Because, I mean, we're going to bring it up, too. We're going to bring it up to Claire on the show.
But there's a lot of stuff we can't talk about yet.
I know. There's so many secrets.
Secrets are no fun.
Is that a rhyme that you just started?
No, it's a real rhyme. Secrets are no fun. Secrets could hurt someone.
Okay. Did you make that up? Or
no? I think my friend Brandy, she commented on one of my posts, so I'll give her a shout out too, since she's probably listening. But
okay.
She gave me that rhyme when I was like a little kid because apparently I was hiding a secret, and she got all mad, and so she like spouted that rhyme out.
What kind of secret was it?
I don't know. It was something stupid, like some little kid drama.
So it wouldn't be like cool to talk about now.
No, because I don't even remember it.
All right. Hey, I want to apologize ahead of time to Claire and everybody that's listening because right before the show started, I got into this big sneezing fit.
You sure did. You were like, achoo!
Yeah, it's like when I start, it's like 20. It's like machine gun sneezing. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Machine gun sneezing. It's just one after the other. Mm-hmm. And it's just intense. But
you say it so much that I like say God bless you like 20 times.
I know. It's like machine gun God bless yous too.
I got to be right there with you.
Yeah, you just slide that clip in and just start God blessing the crap out of me.
Well, God bless you till the day I die.
But I don't know what happened to me, man. It's like I've lived in Tennessee my whole life. And I think I have a cold now too, though. But I lived in Tennessee my whole life. And I've got all these allergy issues now all of a sudden.
Well, you also like became a different person like that.
So you think losing the weight though like had anything to do with?
I mean, I don't see any other logical explanation.
It just, getting healthier though shouldn't cause me to sneeze all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, when you
lose
that much weight, like you're bound to like have something go on with your body.
Something weird.
Yeah.
Maybe my body just has time to catch up. Needs time to catch up.
Because it's like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
You used to be obese.
Because I'm hoping I'll get superhero powers somehow.
Superhero powers?
Yeah, and I don't want that to be like Sneeze Guy.
No,
I don't want to be Sneeze Man.
Lame. Yeah. Sneeze Man.
Hey, what was the other? We were watching some show the other day, and we thought, man, that would be a really cool superpower to have. What was? Do you know what I'm talking about?
What were we watching?
I don't even remember, dude, because I've always been like fond of like the Shrinking.
I was about to say, you like Shrinking, you like time travel.
Yeah, but something we were watching, man, it made me think about it. I don't know. I'll think about it later. We'll bring it up some other time.
Manifest,
but
probably.
I was hoping you would remember, but because I was thinking, man, I need to write this down because that would be really cool to talk about. And I didn't write it down, so now I don't remember.
Yeah. Do you have that want, want, want?
It's the story of my life, dude. I think so. I don't know if this is it. No, that's not it. That's
Try
not
the
it.
green button.
Well, I don't want to sit here and push buttons all day. Okay. So I'm not going to overdo those. Okay, so we've got Claire coming up next on the show. So don't go anywhere. We want to say hi real quick to our good friends over at Magnolia Emporium. And if I was a professional, I would have this all ready to go. But
you goofed.
I'm not. See that I have an out because I'm not technically a professional. So when I do screw up, I can be like, oh, well, I'm not a professional.
Excuses.
So I have all these excuses ready to go every time.
Magnolia Emporium, located in historic South End in Charlotte's Gold District, right next to historic Wilmore neighborhood. Home decor, interior design, residential and hospitality open to the trade. 307 Lincoln Street in the dark gray building, right behind Unknown Brewery and Craft Growler Shop. Magnolia Emporium.
Listening to what a client wants, whether spoken or unspoken.
We want your space to reflect your success.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top Program.
And Jen says hi. Jen, how do you pronounce her last name? I don't know how to pronounce her
I don't know. I can't see.
I know who she is, but I can't ever pronounce
Jennifer Morrison?
The G. Like, Getrost?
I
don't know.
Get Roast, I guess. I've always, in my mind...
How do you say your name?
In my mind, I've always heard Get Roast.
Get Roast.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that's right. I don't know. I don't really have a clue.
All these years and
hey,
still
Chuck,
don't know
good
how
to see you, buddy.
Your last name.
Jennifer, I heart you. Thank you so much for listening. Jennifer Morrison went to high school with me.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. She was one of the few pretty girls that was nice to me.
Wow.
Because no, she's like super cool, and we've been friends.
Cool.
I don't want to say how long because that kind of tells. Well, I don't know, since I was 18.
Stop being ashamed.
Or no, since before I was like 15. Yeah, so it's been a while. But we've known each other our whole lives, and now we're tight on Facebook still.
That's good.
Which is good.
That is really good.
It's nice to know somebody like your whole life and not like. See, a lot of people down Facebook. But I think it's cool because you have all these people that you grew up with and knew, and it gives you the chance to still kind of keep up with them on a certain level. And I think that's a good thing.
And I mean, sometimes you can totally reconnect with somebody and be like their best friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've known my friend Brandy since we were 3 and 4 years old.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not known anybody like outside of my family for that long. I think it's impressive that we're still in contact and stuff.
But I love social media. I mean, there's lots of stupid things about it.
Right? All the trolls and...
Yeah, but I mean, all in all, it's pretty cool.
That's great.
You know what I meant to do while we
wouldn't
played...
have been together had it not been for social media.
While we played that ad, I meant to actually call Claire.
Oh, wow.
So we're just going to... All right, I'm just going to pull up something else.
Just put another skit on or something.
Yeah, I got to do something.
Longer.
So let's just...
We haven't done this in a long time. So we don't really know. We don't know how to do the Chris Top program.
More of those excuses. All right, I found something I can play here.
Did I do good with that laugh?
You did great,
Thank
man.
you.
That was wonderful.
Well, all of our lives, it's like a good book. You turn a few pages, then you open up the next chapter. A success story. Do you have what it takes? Have you already made it? What's your definition of success? The music industry is brutal. Los Angeles, New York City, Nashville, Tennessee. Are you just another face in the crowd? Everybody knows it's not about how much talent you have. It's about who you know and how big your hooters are.
I just want to know if the dude's willing to flip burgers for 3 years while he makes minimum wage. Sometimes that's what it takes to be a star.
Why are people going to want to turn on the radio and hear your music?
Oh, so you think your song's good. Well, what makes it good? It's going to have to be great if you're going to make it in Nashville.
If Chris and I don't agree, they're not on the show.
What makes you special? What makes you unique?
Let me ask you this. Once your hard work pays off and you reach those dreams, Are you willing to give anything back?
The Chris Top program starting a new chapter.
Are people going to want to read your book, or is it going to end up collecting dust in the discount section at Goodwill?
We want the best on this show, and that's what you're going to have to give it. Otherwise, it's time to go home.
The Chris Top program, this is where people come when they want to have a voice.
No, they are sadly mistaken if they think we just let anybody on this show.
Look, all we do is broadcast. You provide the hope. You provide the inspiration. You're the next great songwriter. You're the next great entertainer. This is where your song takes its first step.
The Chris Top program, working on being awesome worldwide.
Let's just face it, we're all a work in progress.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
And here we are again. We are back. I see. I've already done the whole. You're absolutely positively because
Yeah.
We've got to get used to this whole new thing.
I'm broadcasting beside the man, the myth, the legend, the radio god, the man you wish you could be but will never be, Chris freaking Top.
You're so embarrassing.
I might not have said the whole thing, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can point at the camera now so that they understand that I'm talking to the audience,
right.
And it's not confusing.
Right.
I'm talking to you. You'll never be like Chris Top.
Okay, so we've got Claire on the show. Claire, how are you today?
I'm doing awesome. How are you guys?
I am working on being awesome, though. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I've got to ask you this right off the bat. When are you going to be in Nashville so we can get you to the studio? Because we want to get you in here and like have a live interview, get you to play for us live, take some pictures. We want an autographed 8x10 to put up on the studio wall. We want all this stuff.
We want it all.
Yeah. I'm actually planning my next trip to Nashville in March. So I'll actually be attending the Tin Pan South Songwriter Seminar as well as the festival. So I'm looking to be in around the 23rd and possibly staying up until the 30th.
So we may see, I'll check my schedule and I'll see if we can work something out because I know it's a long drive because you're coming from Indiana, right?
Yes. So that's about 5.5 to 6 hours.
Okay, so it's a 5-hour drive to get to Nashville, and then I would be asking you to drive from Nashville to here, which is another 40 minutes or so. So, so I know it's a lot to ask. I know your schedule's probably pretty tight, but we might be able to work out something.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Keep in touch. So
yeah, because we're tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been, I try to stalk you whenever I can, and
Oh my God.
What?
You're stalking people all the time.
I mean, it's like a term of endearment, though. I don't mean anything.
Have you seen you on Netflix?
I have. Yeah. So, Claire, have you seen any good movies lately, or do you have time for that stuff?
I actually, it's a weird thing with me. I actually don't go to the movies unless it's something I really want to see.
Yep.
So I really haven't been to the movies in a while. I think the last movie I saw was that
Titanic.
It was Robin Hood, I think.
Robin Hood.
Oh, was that good?
I actually really enjoyed it, and I didn't think I was going to.
Everybody said it was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, all the reviews were really, really bad.
What the heck is
but then
Robin
I still wanted
Hood?
to see it.
How did I miss this
Freaking
whole
Robin
movie?
Hood. Yeah, we saw the previews for it, but then we saw the reviews. We were like, ooh.
Oh.
But now, see, Claire said it was good, so now I kind of want to see it again.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
I don't even know, dude. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. So you don't really go to the movies. So what do you do when you're not writing songs and performing and recording and stuff?
Thinking about writing and performing.
Yeah. Well, I started a new job a few weeks ago, so I do have work when I'm not playing. I really don't do a whole lot. I hang out with my parents.
Well, that's cool. I mean, when you're a starving artist, it sounds like you've got your priorities in the right order because you've got to make money to be able to do, because you're not making enough money to make a living off of your art yet.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to go out there and flip those burgers and do what you got to do so you can produce CDs and get lawyers and do your social networking and all that stuff. So I mean, it's important stuff.
Definitely.
So are your parents 150% supportive?
Yeah, I would say they are very supportive.
That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
they
do they ever get a chance to like come to Nashville? Well, I think I caught you on your last Facebook post. You said this was actually your first solo trip to Nashville. So I'm assuming that they came with you all the other times?
Yes. So my mom has taken me quite a few times for the trips that I've gone to in the past few years. And then my dad has taken me twice, actually. So that's always cool, like, to have them come with me and, like, you know, be a part of it. Because, I mean, it kind of is, like, I want to say, like, it kind of involves both of us, you know, like, both me and, like, my parents. Because, like, I feel like without them, like, coming along and seeing, like, how everything works with the music industry, like, I don't know, I guess it's just good to have them there for support. And then so they also know, like, you know, get educated, I guess.
Sure.
They're understanding everything that's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, are they ever like, Claire, come on, we don't want to go to Nashville again this week. Let's just stay home. Or do they push you more?
Oh gosh, I would say they definitely push me more. My mom especially, like, pushes me. She's always like, make sure you schedule, like, open mic nights for, you know, planning a trip, and, like, make sure you reach back to so-and-so and, like, stay on top of stuff. So she's very, I guess, I wouldn't say too hard on me about it, but I know she cares. Mm-hmm. So that's, like, kind of the ways, like, that I know that, like, she does. It's like she's always, like, trying to help me stay on top of stuff. So,
and I think that's really important because in anybody's life, I think it's good to have somebody like that, one person who will keep you accountable. Like, hey, are you still chasing after your dreams and stuff? Because even though it's your dream, sometimes you can get worn out, or you can be like, I'm tired, I don't want to do it this day. But, like, it's really important to have that person that'll kind of keep pushing you and, you know, reminding you why you want this so bad.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's a unique gift, I think, when it's actually a parent, because most of the people we have on the show, most of their parents are supportive, which is extremely important, because it would be next to impossible to make it if they weren't.
Yeah.
But there's thousands, probably millions more that would love to do it, but their parents could care less.
And that's sad. Yeah. That's really sad.
Yeah, so it's a great gift, I think, that Claire has when her parents are in her corner and pushing her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's kind of, I guess, interesting that you brought that up, because, like, I've been thinking about that a lot too. It's like, you know, I think, you know, I might not, like, you know, how, I guess it's easy to compare yourself with people on social media, and it's like, definitely. Oh, well, I'm not where they're at, you know, but then it's like, I think about it and I look at where I'm at. It's like, there's people who aren't anywhere, you know, where I'm at. Not saying I've done a lot, but, like, you know, I'm sure, like, there's people who would love to have done a lot of the things that I'm doing now.
Because you're getting out there and you're giving it your best. Like, a lot of people have ideas of things they might want to do, and then they just forget about it the next day. But you're like, no, I want this, and you're making it happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one of the cool things that I've noticed, especially in the early stages, like where you're at in your career, Claire, is you have an unlimited amount of do-overs. So if you get out there and just totally crash and burn one night at an open mic, or if you write a song that you think is wonderful and then you end up getting, you know, responses back that it sucks, then it's okay, because you have all these do-overs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you just chalk it up as a learning experience and you move on.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Which is great. Now, I love your attitude, and I really, you know, and I joke about stalking you on Facebook, but when I see you on Facebook, I just, you know, I see a young woman that's a great, I think, example, you know, not just for people that are trying to get into the business or trying to follow their dreams, but just in general, you know, for young girls, just whatever they're going to do. I think you are just a great example.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome. So. And if you ever want to compliment us, just make sure you do it and tag us in the picture.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You're so humble.
It never hurts. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and play a song.
All right.
And I'm hoping, we've got this new equipment, and I'm hoping you're going to be able to hear this as I play it.
Okay.
We do have this new equipment, and it's boss.
But you may not.
Equipment's boss.
You may not be able to because I haven't really figured everything out yet. But what I'm doing is I've got 3 songs. I've got "Someone's Gonna Love You," "You're Asking for It," and "The One for Me."
Yes.
Okay, so what I've done is I put them in order of my least favorite to my favorite.
Okay.
And Allie is going to disagree with me on this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because we might even get into a fight. I don't know. This could be bad.
Oh, man.
This could be bad. Yeah. You might have to go.
Intense.
You may have to call the cops, because last time we got in a fight, Allie almost killed me.
About music.
She almost killed me. It was bad. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to start out with my least favorite. And this isn't saying I don't like the song, but it's just my least favorite out of the 3.
Okay.
This one's called "Someone's Gonna Love You."
Okay.
Now, before we play the song, and if you're still watching on Facebook, I know it's frustrating because you can't hear Claire. So what you need to do is you need to go over to christopprogram.com and listen to the audio while you're watching the video, and that would kind of work. It would kind of be off a little bit, but at least you'd kind of follow what's
right. You wouldn't be just sitting here watching us awkwardly.
Yes, and I want you to hear Claire's songs. And Claire, if I want to go out and buy these songs, where do I go?
Yeah, so they're available on iTunes,
yes,
Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Google Play.
Everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so now do you have, what's your website again?
ClaireRadelmusic.com.
ClaireRadelmusic.com. So they can go there and they can get links, I'm guessing, to all these places where they can get the music.
Yes. Yeah, there's like a music page on my website which has those songs. And then I also have a section. I actually uploaded them on SoundCloud, so I have that up there as well. Nice.
Okay, good. And it's important. It's so important if you're listening to this show, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're listening to a podcast later on iHeart Radio or Stitcher or Spreaker or Player FM, wherever it is you listen to the show. It's so important to get out there and support these artists. Mm-hmm. We don't make a dime off of telling you guys to do that, but it means the world to these artists, and it's only going to cost you 99 cents to go out and buy their freaking song.
And I swear to God, if you think you're going to be all cool and hip and pimping and go out there and just rip music off the internet, that's not cool, bro.
Well, what's wrong with stealing music? I mean, it's free.
What do you mean what's wrong with stealing? It's,
right?
No. No. Is it okay to steal coffee? No. Somebody is pouring their heart and soul into something, and you're just going to, basically spit in their face by stealing it. So, get that 99-cent ready and purchase the song. And if you don't, if you go ahead and just steal it because you're it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. If I see you, if I hear about it, if anybody tells me that you did it, I will hunt you down!
She is so loud. I'm so glad we're not in an apartment anymore.
Because the cop.
Yeah. Okay, so Claire, tell me a little bit about "Someone's Gonna Love You."
All right. Well, I wrote it, probably my junior year of high school, actually. So at the time, this one girl that I used to be friends with was going through a bunch of drama with her boyfriend at the time, and then I was going through kind of a similar situation with this guy where we weren't actually dating. It was weird. And then he didn't want to really pursue a relationship anymore. So I kind of took those two ideas and kind of formed the song. And I think also not only is it because in the chorus it kind of gives that message of someone else will love you, hence the title. But I feel it's not just a message to the listener, but I feel as I was in the studio recording it, I was my producer brought up a point. He was this could also kind of be like a message to yourself. So, kind of maybe sing it in that way, I guess. So, yeah, that's pretty much the song.
So this totally comes from your heart. This isn't something that you did not experience or anything, or you're just making up. This is like from your heart.
Yeah, like real life, like stuff.
And I like too. I think your thing is you write to where it's relatable for, I guess, teenagers.
Yeah,
and
I would say.
The cool thing about that, though, Claire, is this, because at one time I was a teenager too. Mm-hmm. So I can hear your songs and I can relate to this stuff.
I related as soon as you started talking about that boy. Like, I had a boy in my life like that. Like, I thought he was all that, and he like was playing games and not wanting a real relationship. I was like, ugh.
Okay, so here we go. This is Someone's Gonna Love You, Claire, right here on the Chris Top program.
I finally realized you're not the one for me. There's no time to compromise. It just can't be. I'd rather be honest than hurt you with a lie. But before I go tonight, I want you to know that someone's gonna love you more than I do. And someone's gonna need you like I used to. I've moved on, but it won't be long till someone else loves you more than I do. Things were going fine. At least that's what I thought. You were never truly honest and started being someone you're not. Someone's gonna love you more than I do. And someone's gonna need you like I used to. I've moved
You are listening to the 502nd episode of the Chris Top program.
Yeah!
So, someone's going to love you, Allie. Go. What do you think?
Oh, wow. I was like right put on the spot.
You were.
I really like the message. I like the melody of it. For me, slow songs are not a big favorite for me. I like more...
You got to be in the mood.
Yeah, I got to be in the mood.
Right.
And for me right now, I'm ready for a more upbeat song, so...
But, you know, I love the fact that it was sincere, and I love the fact that her voice matched the melody so perfectly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love that. And I think it's a good song, even if I'm not a slow tearjerker kind of guy. I think that's probably relatable for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So... There you go, Claire. That's our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents. Michael Welburn on Facebook says, I'm going to come by one day when you're alive and look through the window.
Oh, that's creepy.
Nick Kuhn
he
is
does that
watching.
anyway, I think, sometimes.
Alex Sumner's watching. We got a whole bunch of people joining in.
Yeah, so hey, everybody. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you all. Go over to the christopprogram.com. You can actually hear Claire talk, and you can hear the audio and the songs and all that stuff.
Jasmine says you look snazzy.
Oh, well, thank you.
She's impressed with
I was shooting
your weight loss
for Dapper.
Dapper.
Yeah, I was shooting for Dapper. But maybe next time. Maybe next time. So, Claire, so you've got some stuff coming up. You've got some local shows, and then what was the other thing you were talking about that we talked about during the song?
Yeah, so I'll be back in Nashville for the Tin Pan South Songwriters Seminar.
Okay, Tin Pan South Songwriters Seminar. What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, so it's a 2-day seminar. They have a bunch of speakers coming who are actually like making a living in the music industry and have worked with big artists. Taylor Swift's former manager Rick Barker will be giving a speech and kind of talking about like marketing strategies. There's going to be some song mentor people there who will give feedback on songs, like Grammy nominated people, which is like really crazy. So I'm very excited for that. That'll definitely be a very good like learning experience. So I'm really looking
That's always great.
Yeah, I'm glad you're going to that because that sounds like a lot of good knowledge that is good for you to have.
Yeah, definitely.
And how hard is it though, like for an artist like yourself? I mean, people that come to your shows, they love you because that's where you're at right now. People that really love you and follow you on social media are going to be the ones that show up. So everybody's a little biased, I think. So how important is it for you to get honest feedback when you go to these seminars? Because it sounds like that's what it's about.
Yeah. I think it's honestly for me, I feel like it's really important because then I feel like I can take what people are like telling me and apply like, the advice or like, feedback that they've given me to try and make, whatever it is I'm creating better. So I feel like that's pretty important. And I really appreciate it too when like people are honest about it. Like, I mean, I think that helps and it kind of shows like a level of respect, I guess, that they might have. So
Sure. And I think you're owed that too. I mean, like when you put all this time and money and passion and love into these songs and you feel like maybe you're going the right direction, but then maybe you're not. And I feel like artists are owed that.
Yeah.
And if they're not ready to hear that, then they shouldn't be in Nashville. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. But see, I'm kind of stuck because I'm kind of biased too. Because I look, I follow Claire on social media and I see her post and I see what she does. And I mean, it's kind of like one of those situations where like she could be my daughter, and that's kind of where, that's kind of where the point I've gotten, I think, with Claire and this whole thing. But
Kathy, why does everybody have such a complicated last name?
Let's just call her Kathy.
Kathy B.
Kathy
B says, "You're back," heart emoji, like the heart.
Aw.
The face and the hearts.
Big heart to you too, Kathy B. Whoever you are.
Whoever. You probably know.
Probably.
But I just can't say her last name.
Who knows? But we appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate you guys listening for sure. And show Claire some love too. Go to her site and buy a song.
Yes.
Yeah, hook her up. You got to fund these trips to Nashville, man.
For real though.
So she can get popular and get better. Maybe not in that order, but somewhere in there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you planning on moving to Nashville, Claire, or what?
Oh, definitely. Not sure when though.
Okay.
I was hoping to move like by this summer, but like I know that's not gonna happen just because of like how expensive it is down there, and like
it's true.
Well, it depends too. Like, I mean, you can always move close to Nashville and not totally be in Nashville, and it might be not quite as expensive for you.
Yeah, that is true. I have looked at possibly moving maybe next summer. That probably gives me more time to like save some money.
Yep.
I've looked at some places, Murfreesboro. I think I actually did look at Clarksville, but I can't remember if I found anything like decent around there. I think the one thing that I am worried about though, like if I do eventually move down there, is like safety and I mean, yeah, that's like pretty much like the big one for me is like safety, because I know there are some sketchy areas.
Sure.
Which I mean, you'll have that anywhere, but just want to try and find a place that's nice, like for living and stuff. So.
Well, if you ever do decide on Clarksville or anywhere close, just let us know. We can help you out too with that too, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think cost of living in Clarksville is pretty good.
Yeah, Clarksville living is probably one of the cheapest.
Yeah, and we go to Nashville. I mean, like if somebody is playing in Nashville that we like and we want to go see them real quick, we can be there in 45 minutes. It's not a big deal. It's better than 5 hours or 6 hours.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
But yeah, make sure, wait till you're ready. But then when you get here, just get ready to go all out, because I mean, you're going to advance so quickly when you're in the environment and living here, and you're able to go to these co-writes with people and meet people and network in person. So yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, it's exciting, man.
It is. It's so exciting.
Okay, so the second song we're going to play, and this is in order of how I like them. So first we went with Someone's Gonna Love You, and the next song up is called You're Asking For It.
All right.
Now, are you surprised of my order so far, or did you pretty much think it was going to go like this?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really like expecting like a specific order.
Well, which one's your favorite?
Oh man, I really like Someone's Gonna Love You. I think just because I really like the production of it, and my favorite part is like the chorus, because towards the end, like on the I've Moved On part, you've got like kind of that cool repeated background vocal, which that's like my favorite part of like the whole song. So that's pretty much why I really like that one.
Yeah, and you probably look at it a little differently than I do. I'm looking at it for strictly entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
But you're looking at everything like inside and out, from production to tech, whatever songwriters talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me some insight on You're Asking For It.
All right. Okay. So another high school inspired song, definitely. I wrote this. Oh gosh, when did I write this one? I wrote this probably towards the end of my senior year, actually. So it's pretty brand new. Again, it's about that one girl that I was friends with, who kind of also inspired Someone's Gonna Love You. She was like going through this thing with this guy that we were both friends with. He had a girlfriend at the time, and then he ended up cheating on her with my friend.
Oh no.
So as you can tell, there's like a lot of drama with those people. But yeah, so it was kind of about like, I told her like, this isn't a good idea. You really shouldn't do that. Like, he has a girlfriend, and she's like, oh, I know, but it's fine. It's like, no, it's not. Girl. It was like, oh man, it was a mess. But they're together now, so I guess it worked out for them. But
so I mean, looking back now, are there any hard feelings or resentment or anything? Or are you okay?
I'm fine. I don't care, honestly. It's like, I feel like I look at it, it's like if you're like gonna be my friend, like you'll make an effort. So I'm fine with it now. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Now, with that being said, I'm going to ask you a personal question before we play the song.
Okay.
So who are you dating right now? Are you dating anybody at all, or are you just like?
No. I knew you were gonna ask this question.
Well, yeah, you know me. You know how I am. So,
yeah.
Are you just not looking, or are all the guys just jerks? What's going on?
No, I don't know. I think I look at it like if it's meant to be, you know, it's gonna happen. Like, I know that sounds like really cliche.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Yeah, like the song.
Like the song,
know?
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really have much to comment on. Like,
well, if you need me to be your wingman, I'm pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
All right, yeah.
So, like, next time you're in Nashville, if you need me to like come out with you and just be your wingman, I can introduce you to guys.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at that stuff.
You're a goober.
Yeah.
We'll find you a nice guy, though.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it'll be at like a no jerk zone.
No jerk
Yeah,
zone, yes.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and when you do finally get a boyfriend, though, you're gonna have to introduce him to Allie and me because we got to approve.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah, so
I know.
yeah, so before you get like too involved or like fall in love or anything stupid like that, then make sure we meet him.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it could all be over as soon as we meet him. So.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So we just have to do that. Okay. So we're going to play You're Asking For It, Claire, right here on the Chris Top program.
To
too late now because she found out.
She found out. She knows.
Yeah. So okay. So the first one you said. No, what was your verdict on the first one? You said you were.
The first one is I liked the message, but I wasn't.
And you got to admit she sounded pretty. She sounded good. Okay. So, but you just weren't in the mood. Mm-mm. Okay. So second song I think is different enough. So what do you think about that?
Well, it wasn't a fast beat song. It was more attitude and more and I liked that.
It's nice to have that variety.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got one song, because you don't want them all to be the same. You don't want them all to be like the second song.
Right, yeah.
You know, so you got to have some you got to mix it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I think she did a good job on this EP. How many songs are on the EP, Claire? Is it just these 3?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think as far as variety goes, I think she's got that on lockdown with all 3 songs.
Mm-hmm. I liked the beat on this song. It's a good beat. I'm all about the beat. In any song.
She showed her attitude.
In any song, I'm going to be all about the beat. So this beat was pretty good.
Okay. And when you see Claire and when you talk to her on here, did the second song kind of surprise you a little bit that
a little
came
bit,
out of her?
Yeah. But I liked it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and if you're watching us on Facebook Live, you don't know what we're talking about, so you're going to have to go and visit Claire and check out these songs, or go back and listen to the podcast on iHeart Radio, Spreaker, Stitcher, Player FM.
May curiosity compel you to act.
Yes, one of those places. Who knows where? So Claire, local shows, like, so if somebody's listening to the broadcast and they want to come out and catch you live, like, what's going on? How do I figure that out?
Yeah, so you can check out my Facebook page under events. I typically keep that updated pretty well. So right now I am in the works of actually like trying to perform at some festivals this year. And right now I've been playing some wineries, some local wineries, probably like in the Westfield area, which is, if anyone who's listening is like familiar with Indiana, it's kind of like near Indianapolis. So, just like some small winery shows. And then I do you like
those? Do you like those little intimate venues where it's like that, or would you rather play in front of a big audience?
I'm okay with intimate shows. Like, they're not my favorite just because I know people are going to be listening, so it's like a lot more nerve-wracking. Yep. But I think I would really love to like be able to play for bigger audiences. I feel like that would be so much. I don't want to say more fun than like the smaller shows, but like I feel like it would be just kind of more comfortable for me.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. What would be more nerve-wracking for you, playing at Titan Stadium in Nashville, like filled up, or in front of a camera in front of millions of people, but nobody's in the room?
More nerve-wracking would probably be, oh gosh, I don't know.
You've got to think about these questions, Claire, because this stuff could happen to you.
I think I know my answer.
Probably, I would say probably a camera, because I feel like I'm really awkward on camera, and then I would be like worried that I would mess up or something and like just be really weird. I don't know.
And you probably feed off of the audience too. I mean, if they're being positive, then you're catching those vibes and you're throwing it back at them. So, in the camera, you don't know really what's going on.
It's just awkward silence.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got one more coming up, and this is going to be my favorite. And I'm going to be 100% totally honest with you, Claire. When I first listened to this song, I did not like it.
Really?
I did not like it. And then I thought, man, I don't know if I'm going to play this or not. I mean, it was that bad. And then I played it again, and I was like, wait a minute.
No, wait a minute.
What is it? Okay, so maybe I do like this song. And after the third time, it was absolutely hands down my favorite song. And it just kind of grew on me, and the tune gets stuck in my head. And I think I like the fact that it's unique. It's not anything like the other two songs, and it's not really a whole lot like anything I've ever really listened to be honest with you.
There are songs like that. Like Ariana Grande has this one song that I was just like, oh, no. And then now it's on my phone. Like, it grew on me.
Yeah, and I think that's why this is my favorite, because it's just fresh for me. Because a lot of the submissions that I get for the show are just, a lot of them it's the same. It's like you listen to the first 5 seconds.
Like, oh.
Yeah, the first 5 seconds, you're like, oh, I've played that one on the show 100 times.
Skip.
You know, so yeah.
Thank you, next.
Right, so, but this one is different, and I can appreciate that. So if you're listening, this one's actually called The One For Me. And can you give us some insight on this one, Claire?
Yeah. So I kind of came up with this concept, I guess, of like for me in my mind, as I was writing the song, fun fact, actually, I started writing it on ukulele. Like, it was meant for ukulele, but then since that's not really like my main instrument, I just stuck with guitar. But I think the concept behind this song was more of like, I kind of envisioned like meeting in a coffee shop, or, you know, like seeing like some cute guy and like, I guess kind of getting to know them, but then also thinking that, you know, they could be like the one so to speak.
Yeah.
Just like having a connection with someone, is kind of that vibe. Yeah.
Sure. And, you know, and I listened to the song and I could hear it, like in a coffee shop. And I love coffee shop music. I don't know. I just do. Does that make me kind of a hipster?
I think so, but I like it. I like coffee shop music.
Yeah. And it's like, I could hear this on the radio at Starbucks or Panera or any place like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It would just make sense.
Yeah.
And it suits, I think this song actually suits Claire's whole like persona too, more than the other ones. I think it's a better fit. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am. I don't know.
You're wrong a lot.
Yeah, I am actually. Okay, so we're going to play this now on the Chris Top program. This is the last song we're going to play today from Claire. Then we'll come back. We'll probably wrap things up pretty quickly. But let us know what you think. More importantly, though, let Claire know what you think about it, because this one was my favorite. Started out not liking it at all, but after I played it about 3 times, it grew on me enough to where it was actually my favorite song. So here we go. The one for you, or the one for me, not for you. No,
Wait,
the one
I'm
for
confused.
me. It's the one for me. Claire, right here on the show.
Why are you here all alone? It seems someone like you would have someone to hold. Don't get me wrong, you seem just like the guy for me. Might come off a little shy, but really I just want a hand to hold, someone to call me when I'm feeling low, and I can't help but think that you're the one for me. There's something about his eyes that make me feel something I can't describe. I just can't believe that he's sitting here across from me. I don't need anything serious. All I really want is someone I can trust, 'cause I just want a hand to hold, someone to call
right. So I'm looking for the verdict. Okay, before we go to Allie, I do want to say this. The one for me, Claire, is my favorite, and you probably heard me saying a lot of this while we were playing the song, but I have like a certain amount of songs that I put on my Fitbit that I listen to through my aftershocks when I go on my walks and stuff, and I would definitely put this one on there and listen to it all the time, like every day.
Well, thank you.
It just makes me happy. It makes me happy to hear it. Yeah, and were you happy? It sounds like you're just happy singing it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun on that one. The guys just kind of like came up with like an arrangement. We just kind of went with whatever they threw out, and I was like, yeah, this is good. So
yeah, and I think it's really good. And for me, like I told you, it's different, and it's nice hearing something that I haven't heard before 1,000 times, which I get a lot of that, and it's okay to have some of that, but it's nice to have that variety too, for sure. Now, Allie, I'm not sure about, and Claire, I'm going to apologize ahead of time if this isn't good, but here we go.
Okay, so as a whole, I liked the song, but the thing that didn't work for me and that kind of turned me off in a sense is the instrumentals.
The instrumentals, like the guitar solo specifically, or
specifically the guitar solo. I feel like there's a lot of bells and whistles in that song that shouldn't be there. I feel like if you were just there with a ukulele or even maybe a piano too.
I would love to see her with a ukulele do this song live acoustically.
Because I think
that would be
that if it wasn't as, what's the word? Bada bing, like less instrumentals.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was just the instrumentals didn't work, but I thought because it kind of messed with my brain a little bit because I heard this voice that kind of had that ukulele feel to it, but then there was an electric guitar doing its own thing. So for me, that didn't work. But
yeah, if I had to be super picky, the guitar solo in there was kind of weird for me. Mm-hmm. If I had to be super picky.
I'm super picky.
Yeah, but you're being super picky.
I listen to the same 8 songs like on my phone.
But I would love to hear like a few songs with Claire just hitting that ukulele and just with that kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. What's that that one girl that we liked, the Vanderhall girl? What's her name?
I forget, but she was on America's
Grace
Got Talent.
Vanderwall?
Yes, Grace Vanderwall, yeah. Something along those lines,
have that
maybe?
Similar vibe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Different, but that's similar.
Yeah,
vibe.
and we're not telling you what to do. We're just telling you what we would like.
Prefer,
Yeah. But anyway, so what do you think, Claire? How do you feel?
About like the whole song or like?
Well, just the interview in general. Do you feel like, man, Chris and Alec Tap, you suck. You too.
They're mean.
Yo, just suck. I don't need you to talk to you again.
No.
That's a really awful impression of her.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I wasn't being her.
Yeah. I'm just glad to be invited back and like hear your all feedback. So
you're in the loop now, Claire. Like you're part of the family, bro.
You're part of the Chris Tap program family.
Yeah.
Now.
So anytime you have something exciting to talk about, or anytime something's coming up, you let us know. The least we can do is talk about it on the air, or we can get you back on whenever. Preferably, I'd like to have you on in person though next time.
That would be cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that'll be fun. And then, so what are the odds of you coming to Nashville for CMA Fest this year?
Oh man, I'm not really sure yet because I really want to go, but I know I believe it's in June.
Yep, it's going to be June the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th.
Yeah, so I'm not sure yet on that because I actually might be going on a camping trip with my family. So I'll let you all
There's lots of campgrounds like in the Nashville area. You can just go camping and then go hit the CMA Fest.
There you go.
This is more like actual camping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we rent canoes and
like
we paddle out to a camping spot that we can find like in this lake, and then we go like fish and stuff. So we're like stuck in the wilderness for like a week.
You sound all about it too.
Yeah.
It sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Now, if something does happen and you are able to work it out, let me know as soon as possible.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah.
Yeah, because right now I'm wide open, but it'll change pretty quick. On June 6th, 7th, and 8th, we're doing interviews from 11 until 6.
Okay.
And then on the 9th, we've got the the whole awards ceremony and all that stuff that we're doing that night at the Commodre.
Right.
So, yes, and we love you, and we can't wait to see you. And I want an autographed 8x10 to hang up in the studio. So figure that out, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right. Yeah. All right. So, you got anything else, Allie?
It's been real.
All right. So, I think I took us out yesterday. So,
okay.
If you want to do that today. Oh, wait, one more time, Claire. How do we catch you socially? Like, what's your website again?
ClaireRadelMusic.com.
ClaireRadelMusic.com. And what platforms do you use the most?
I would say I typically use like all of the, basic ones like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my social media links on every page on my website.
So you're easy to stalk if somebody needs to. Then.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Not actually stalk.
Okay. Stalker. And I guess that's the show. Thanks everybody for listening on Spreaker, iHeart, Stitcher, Player FM,
names every
Facebook,
single player.
Whoever. All right. If you want to take us out, I'll shut up.
I haven't done this for a while, so I'm trying to remember.
Just do your best.
You could have been listening to anything else under the sun, but you chose to listen to us, the Christop program, and that makes
was so lame.
I know. Boo. What is it? What is it that we say?
What?
I played this song. What is it that we say?
Just say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.